I'm your host, Tmossboss. Gotta do my promos as usual. Post on Facebook first. Everybody know that I'm playing. Finally picked this game up. Kept telling myself I was gonna get this game too, and made that decision. The game was on sale, so I'm like, hey yo, I'm definitely gonna cop it when it's on sale. So they were like talking about like, well, I got the deluxe edition. I don't know what the other edition was, but it was like talking about like $90. I'm like, fam, first off, this game is old. Second, this game is not worth no $90. So like, this is a game did by Ubisoft. None of their games are worth $90. I refuse to spend $90 on a Ubisoft game. I'm like, you is crazy. All right, but let me post on my Facebook page. I'm gonna post everywhere. I'm gonna post on all different platforms. I should post like on TikTok and stuff. I feel like nobody will really care, but somebody might see it. All right, and Instagram. I need to do promote my stream some more. I need to let people know like, hey, I'm a streamer. So I think everybody knows that, but okay, let me story post on Instagram. That's a nice dog. Post, okay. Now we post on YouTube. I wonder how much money I got in this game. I should race around a little bit because I'm like, I have a Mustang, but I'm like, bro, I wanna race another car, or I want to drive in another car. I want to get a Dodge Challenger. I don't know why I've been really into Dodge Challengers.
Street racing's got history.
There's like I just seen this thing
Some say it began in the
on
20s with bootleggers.
it's like that one wrestling channel that I'll be reacting to. WrestleMania. They just said that they're planning on. I'll do my microphone. Oh, there it goes. There's like they kill off the Fiend from WWE. I'm like, well, WWE obviously don't care no more. So okay, bro. I swear I turned the music down. I don't know why it keeps playing out loud. Okay. Like I don't understand that. You turn down music to turn it down, but it still plays radio. I'm like, what plays on the radio? Music. Like stop playing with me. Let's see what different cars I got though. Vehicles. I only got the one Mustang. Can I buy a car? Catalog. Dodge. Where's Dodge at? Oh, you gotta scroll down to. There we go. Wait a minute, what is why they got like different Dodge Challengers? Oh, the demon. Dang, I ain't got enough money for it. Man, that's messed up. Alright, what about one of the. That's the cheapest? Dang, man, I really wanted the Dodge, or the demon. There's the Hellcat. Dang. Man, that's messed up. Alright, well, I guess I'll race around a little bit before I go out and do some road trip adventure. Where am I even at? How I end up in New York? Fam, I was in. Bruh. They didn't put me all the way in New York. I'm like, bruh. Where's my car even? Oh. That's all I'll get for that is $13,000. Man, all right. I guess I'll freaking drive from New York to Washington State, so Seattle. Yeah, let's just have it set the waypoint there. Okay, how do I get... They just have it where it's like they assume that I'm like flying by plane. I'm like, no, I need this stuff to be on a bruh. How they expect you to like? Ain't not everybody want to use a plane. Okay, there we go. All right, let's drive to Seattle. I have to make a couple of stops, but hey, you know. But yeah, this game, for those that don't know too much about it,
that's your radar going off, which means there's a live reward
I
nearby.
don't know why they have
track
like
down
things when it start talking.
The
It's
closer
like,
you are,
fam.
the faster the beeps. See if you can find it.
But yeah, for those that don't know too much about this is a game where it's like they don't have like the whole United States, but it's like parts of the United States, if that makes sense. It's like they just have like the major cities in the United States. But yeah, they have all like the states like gathered up. It's just like a small version of it. Probably I do see them doing that eventually, having it where it's like more cities, looks a little bit more realistic. Which they should. I mean, it wouldn't be a problem. I would play it if they made the map bigger. I think most people, I don't know, with me, I'm like, I like open world games. I don't like games where it's like all small and, you know, you can figure out places like that fast and things. Dang, that's the moon.
Not that just pound around isn't fun.
How the moon look weird? It looks big. It don't look right. I wonder if I'll get XP just for driving from New York to Seattle. I might. I don't know. Fame level too low. I think they say even with like the fastest car in this game, like it's still gonna take like I think an hour and a half to drive from. And this ain't even the fastest car. Like I feel like I'm not going my fastest, so it's gonna probably be might be a little bit over an hour and a half. Probably might be close to 2 hours by the time I get from New York. That's one game I wish they would re-release. Is that game Fuel? It was like an old racing game. That game was fun. I don't know why. It's like games that people want to play and they don't have them. It's like, fam, come out with that game or re-release it. Do something. I don't think they even. I'm probably gonna crash. Oh no, I can. Can't mean to do that. All right, I need to see real quick. They have that game. Probably not, but bro, how they not have that game? That's crazy. It's like that was like one of the bruh, are you serious? And that's that stuff, bro. I'm like, I don't understand why they don't have that game available to buy. And it's like, you guys releasing all these other games thinking people would rather play that. I'm like, bruh, if Fuel was out, I would play that game than this game. Because the map in there was huge. Forget an hour and a half. It's going to probably take you some time to, I did what? Bro, they got me distracted. I'm like, nah, take that off the screen. I'm like, that's like the one game I'd love to play again. I'm like, man, I played that game so much back when I was younger. And for some reason, they're like, nah, we're not going to have it where you can play that game. It's like, there's so many good games out there that they probably don't have that's available on Xbox. And it's like, bruh, you mean to tell me I gotta really go out and get me an Xbox 360 just so I can play that game? That's crazy. That is crazy. I'm like, yeah, the day they release that game again, I'm like, man, I'm probably gonna do a video talking on that, because I'm like, hey yo, how long did it take for y'all to release this game? Like, or is it like the company that made it, like they're no longer a company anymore? I mean, what's up with that? It's like, if that's the case, then like take it out the store so people won't be like, you know, or because my thing, I would rather see it not in the store than to see it and then they're like, oh, not available to purchase. That don't make any sense. It's like, bruh, have it where I can play that game. What is up with all these cars in the like middle of the road? And, I mean, dang, move out the way. But yeah, there's like so many good games out there. It's like they should definitely re-release the SmackDown vs. Raw video games or remaster them, do something. I'm like, THQ. I'm like, if they were to remaster the SmackDown vs. Raw games. Forget these WWE 2K games, but they're probably under some contract with WWE 2K is, and they're like, oh, you can't, older games can't be re-released, and I'm like, that's just scummy if they're doing that, but I imagine that they are. It's just like they know 2K knows that SmackDown vs. Raw were to come out. Them games, nobody would be playing the WWE 2K games. I know I wouldn't. I don't even play them games now. And SmackDown vs. Raw ain't even a game anymore. It's like, it's just memories. But yeah, it's like people have to understand. It's like the games that's coming out today aren't fun. Like, we need the older games back. We need the games that we were playing like back in high school. That animal's trying to get killed. Like, bruh. Luckily, you can't run over the animals in this game, because that deer no doubt would have got taken out. But yeah, I should do stuff like this more often, go on like little video game road trips and crap. It's actually kind of relaxing, you know, not having, just not a care in the world, not having to do no levels, just driving around in one of my favorite cars. Glad this game ain't a game you gotta worry about. See, that's where they're like at the bottom. It's like Seattle is 68 miles away. No, it is not. And where am I again? Hold on. Oh no, I'm not even at the halfway point of the map. Yeah, still on the other side. And they talking about Seattle is like 68 miles away. I'm like, nah, not even. I don't know why they won't add, like, you could go to, like, oh, bro. Oh, I thought they got rid of the the waypoint thing. I'm like, because I know I ain't going to be able to make it to Seattle without a GPS. Benefits of having a GPS. I don't know how people was actually using maps back in the day. I'm like, fam, how? I'm like, ain't no way possible I can use a map now. The technology that they have. It's like when I watch old movies and they show they had to use a map just to get to where they need to get to. Wait. Huh, okay. But it's like, yeah, you have to use a map to get to where you need to get to. That is wild. I'm so glad GPS is a thing. Because if not, I'm like, I never go on a road trip. I'm like, only place I go to is the airport. I'm like, I'll go to even if I need to just go somewhere that ain't even that far away. I'm like, still, I'm going to the airport. Like, ain't no way possible. I can, I was about to say, where is that truck going? Didn't really see the road on the other side. I should have just downloaded the first one instead of buying the second one. I mean, I could have very well, but I'm like, nah, I wanted to play the newer one because it was like you're able to do things in there. Plus, I already beat the first one, so I'm like, I never beat the second one, because it's way more things to do in here than it is to do in the first one. I think the first one, I think they only have it where you're just driving around in the car. In this one, you can fly a plane, fly multiple different planes, fly, or also, like, you know, they got boats. I'm saying, it's like they got like a lot more in here than they do in the first one. But it's like, companies out there, it's like, do you honestly think, like, because it's, you sit down and think about it. Let's say if Rockstar Games decided that they wanted to release Midnight Club, no racing game would compete with that. And I'm like, especially if they decide, like, if they decide to remaster, like, Dub Edition, or even 2, or even 1, like, remaster them, have it where it's like a trilogy collection, yeah, there would be no racing games that can compete. Like, that will probably be the biggest racing game out right now, so. Like, I don't know why companies out there, they're like scared to re-release games. I'm like, fam, re-release them. That's what people want to play. Let the newer generation play these games and let the older generation play the older games. Like, man, it's like, you gotta like make 100 videos, contact them 100 times just for them to release like, what? A tweet saying that, oh yeah, what is going on with this car? Just for them to release a tweet saying, oh yeah, we're gonna work on it. 10 years later, oh okay, here's the trailer. Just so they can come out with the trailer, delay it like 2-3 times, and then eventually it gets released, and it's like, okay, well, we don't want to play that game no more because somebody then beat you guys to the punch. And then it came out with a game that's actually funner than the remastered edition. That's why I'm like, companies out there, like, y'all be stalling and not wanting to release games. That's why your games, like, that's why these companies nowadays, it's just they always be getting bad ratings for their games. They stall too much. Nope, you getting cut off. Dang, I'm gonna have to drive in the mountain area. I wonder if, Hey, what's up, Kilson? You need to make a schedule. I stream every day. I stream around the same time, so I just, you know, I tell people, I'm like, hey, just join between these hours. If I'm late, I'm late. I tell people to follow me on social media, and that's where I usually will post. And to have the, like, notifications things turned on. I'm not, because there might be a time where something comes up and I'm not able to stream, so that's why I tell people to follow me on social media. Dang it, I done crashed. Let's see, yeah. Last time I went into social media was a year ago. Yeah, you ain't really missing out on nothing. Social media is just a... Honestly, I have like social media just for friends and YouTube. But it's like but it's like usually friends I haven't seen in a while. But I mean, it's not like we talk or anything. It's like I just maybe like each other's posts from time to time. That's about it. But yeah, I'm like, if it like I have pretty much everybody's number that I need, so I'm like I really don't be messaging a whole lot of people. I try, but I'm like, it just don't really be talking y'all, so have for the same reason. Yeah, I'm like, if it wasn't for YouTube, and if it wasn't for, like, like, if I had, like, the friends, because there's certain friends where I don't have their number. So I'm like, I just, I message them on, Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And, yeah, leave it at that. I realized most of them didn't care to be friends with me or anything. Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, friends like that, I'm like, I just wait until it just gets to a point in time where it's like, if ain't no conversation's gonna be happening, then I just unfriend. I be unfriending people. I'm like, yeah, it gets to a point where I'm like, hey, it's like, we ain't gonna be talking, and it's like, why we still friends on social media? That'd be the stuff I don't understand. I'm like, I don't know. mean, dang, I just probably, oh, anybody that just had power, like, shut down all that power. Now I really want to race, or I really want to drive. What kind of people? Those kind of people are kind of arrogant. Yeah, that's what I'm like, hey, yo, like, I'm not asking you for anything. I'm just trying to see how you doing. It'd be funny when it's like people, they'd be posting about, like, you know, how either sad or depressed they are. I'll message them, be like, hey, is everything all right? And they'd be like, it'd just be no response. I'm like, all right, well. I'm like, see if I ever message you again, seeing if you need help with anything. I'm like, I'm just out here just trying to see if you okay. Like, I remember one time, though, there was this, well, same man. No, there was a time, why did they be running out in the middle? Luckily, you can't kill animals in this game. Them animals would have died, but no, I remember there was a time, this happened years ago, but there's this girl I remember I went to school with, and I added her, and then I remember I messaged her just to see how she was doing. This girl really thought that I was, like, flirting with her, and I'm like, I'm not. I'm just trying to see how. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a late night person. Like I'm always up at night. So I'm like, maybe that was the reason. Maybe she thought like I was flirting with her because I messaged her late at night. But I'm like, you added. Yeah, that happens a lot, unfortunately. I'm like, bro. I was not flirting with her. I was like, all I said was, hey, how you doing? And then she had then it was like I don't remember everything about the conversation, but then she goes on to say like, look, I'm not interested. I'm like, huh? I'm sitting here thinking like, maybe she might have meant that to somebody else or something. But I just sent back question marks, and she was just like, you're messaging me. I'm just letting you know that I'm not interested in you. I'm like, fam, I just wanted to see how you was doing. But after that, I was like, nah, I unfriended her. Same night, I said, forget that. This girl's weird. I'm like, nah, you got something going on, and I don't want to be a part of that. So that was like, I think that was like, yeah, the first and was like, it was somebody that I knew when I was a kid. But yeah, that was the last time that happened. That happened some years ago. I think it was like right after I graduated from high school. But I was like, yeah, you's a weird one. I really don't be talking to a whole lot of people. It'd be just like every once in a while where I like talk to people. I'm very weird IRL, so the girls I talk to, who I talk with, don't like to talk to me in social media. Yeah, I'm like, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, that's them girls ain't the girls for you. It's like they yeah, it'd probably just be best like find somebody else to talk to. I don't know who it was, but somebody here, actually I do know I knew who it was, never mind. But they were asking me about like online dating, and I'm like, I'd be recommending that to people. I'm like, meet some new people. It's like meet some new friends, something. Cause I was like, is that like a speck on the screen? It's like somebody. I was like, what is that blue thing? But they're fine talking IRL, but not on social media. Yeah, I think, I don't know, like, probably because I'm kind of like that myself. Like, I like talking, like, face-to-face with people. I mean, I don't mind talking online. Like, if I know that they're far away or I don't know where they live, then I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm fine talking, you know, online. But other than that, like, no, it's like if I can like meet up with you and talk to you like that, then I'm like, hey, yo, let's just meet up and talk. Like, forget this online or on the phone or texting or messaging and all that other stuff. Like, I'm a face-to-face type person, but I don't mind like texting, especially now. Like, especially you want to hear the story of how I blew it with my crush. Hey, I mean, it happens to all of us. Like, we all blow it with somebody that we like, but nah, go ahead and tell me. I probably could relate too. I'm like, that's the thing though. I'm like, we've all been in it was really stupid. Nah, bro, it's a part of life. Blowing it with your crush, that's life. Everybody's done it. So I refuse to believe that there's that one person in the world like, oh, I've never blew it with anybody that I've been interested in. I'm like, okay, well, eventually it'll happen. Like, and you know, you just gotta like have like a just come up from that. You can't just let it get to you. So I got to a tuition and I can't talk with my crush. Like, I forget my words. What do you oh crap. What do you mean you got? So I go to a tuition, like a school, or it's like, what do you, there was a test once in our, it's a school, it's okay. And our sir said if we get, it's a coaching, okay. Less than 50 marks, you get suspended. Dang. I'm like, well, fam, like, I can't help it if I get the 50 marks, but like, was you like partnered up with her or something, or was you like, what happened between you and the crush, or was that it? Because I'm like, bruh, I've been through worse, I've heard worse, like. But if there's like more to it, then details, please. She wasn't in that. I didn't study, barely got 51 marks. Dang. Yeah, bro, it's like I had to say, okay, that car is just driving the wrong lane, but no, I can say like right now, like with my personal experience, bro, I was like, I remember there was one girl I had, like, and she was, I don't know, she was kind of weird, but I'm like, I wasn't really that type of dude that liked girls that was like, she was, I don't know, how can I place it in words? Like, I wouldn't necessarily say like active in the community, but just somebody that like talked to a lot of different people. Like, I like quiet people and stuff. So that's who she was, but she was kind of weird. But now I remember I got the like, the nervous sweats in front of her, talking with her one day, and I'm like, dang, that stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm not saying your situation ain't bad, but I'm like, I would rather deal with what you was dealing with than to deal with what I was dealing with. But it was like, as I got older, I was just all like, the day after I got my paper, I needed a topic to talk with her, so I used the excuse that our sir said, if you don't get more than 50, you get suspended. So wait, I'm alright, so like, how did you blow it with her? That's what my question is, because I'm kind of confused on this situation. It just seems like a regular day in class, like. Then I remember there was one time I had like this. This is like back in elementary. That's what I have to say. That's when I had gotten to the days where I was like, I had like a don't care attitude. But there was the one time I had liked this girl, but she ended up liking my friend, and I'm like, all right, well, this is when I become a villain, and I just start burning down the city or the state of Washington. I'm like, I care about no one. But as I got older, I just ended up becoming a more nicer and friendlier person. Then I talked with her with that topic. She somehow knew about the test because she had a friend in my tuition. I didn't know, and I was muddled-headed since I was talking to her. So like, all right, let me try to like repeat it. So y'all was in class. You guys was doing it like a topic test thing. So she knew about it, and you didn't know that she know, and like that's how you blew it, or am I missing something here? Because I'm like, bruh, I don't think you blew it. I just think that it was just a miscommunication. Like, blowing it is like you go up to her to ask her out on a date, and then for some reason, like, your pants don't stay up, and then your pants done fell down in front of her. Now that's blowing it. Or you done tripped and failed and then like smashed her gift or something. That's blowing it. That, I'm like, there's more way. Oh, okay. I'm I'm confused on it. I'm like, I'm like, bro, what's happening right now? yeah, I'm like, bro, there's a lot. I'm like, that was it. I'm like, you say there's more. I'm like, okay. I'm like, cause bro, I'm like, trust me, I've been through worse. But I'm curious. I'm very curious now. She asked how much marks I got. My idiot self said we didn't get the paper. She said that we did get it, and she has a friend in my tuition. I was muddlehead at the time, honestly, so I got confused. Didn't say a word. Then got on my vehicle and went home. From that day, she never looked at me. All because you didn't get a piece of. Bro, you didn't blow it. I tell you, like, you might think that you blew it. But that, like, bruh, like, that's just life, man. If you, I mean, I don't know. I'm like, that's something, I'm like, I don't personally think that you blew it. I just think that it was a miscommunication. Unless is there more that I need to hear, or was that it? Because if that was it, I'm like, bro, trust me, you didn't blow it. I think it's just like, you know, the situation, it probably was just awkward for you, but that's life. We all gonna have like awkward situations in life, but I wouldn't necessarily say that you blew it. She had a crush on me, man. Like, yeah, bro, it's like, I mean, when did this happen? Did this happen like what? If this happened a couple of days ago, I'm like, fam, I'd go message her and ask her out. But if this is like some time ago, then, you know, yeah, just like, or, you know, just message her and see how she's doing. If she don't respond, then, you know, move on and stuff. But like, from her behavior, I knew she had a crush on me, but after that day, all the behavior changed a month ago. I think she was just probably confused that you had just like got up and walked away. I have to say that's probably, if you did blow it, that was probably where you blew it at. Like, you know, there's just at times where you gotta like own up to like mistakes and things, and like in a situation like that, you just gotta own up to it. But I definitely would like message her, see how she's doing and things, because I'm saying, like, you know, in a situation like that, she probably, like, you probably do cross her mind from time to time, but yeah, it's like to end it off like that, fam, like, nah, bro. I'm like, that's one of those things where I'm like, you didn't blow it. It was just an awkward situation. We've all been in awkward situations, so she got a boyfriend. Oh, well, then never mind. Okay, if that's the case, then I don't think that she had a crush on you. I think she was probably being like really nice to you, but she definitely didn't have a crush on you. She got a boyfriend a few days later. Or she was, I don't know, probably like weighing out her options. Like, if something would have happened with you, then she probably, yeah, well, of course she would have never ended up with that guy, but bait me or something. Yeah, I think she was just being like really nice. If anything, she was being really nice. I'm pretty sensitive, so I know how she treated me and the others. Yeah, I think, well, yeah, if she was baiting you, then yeah, then that girl wasn't for you. I wouldn't trip over some stuff like that. If you were, it's like, if you think you blew it with her, I think it was like, yeah, yeah, because she got a boyfriend a few days later, then it's like, fam, she wasn't for you. Yeah, she had other intentions, but yeah, I definitely wouldn't let something like that. Yeah, man, but I still feel like an extreme idiot. Don't feel like, nah, bro. It's like you shouldn't feel that way, because it's like, see, if you think about it, it was a mistake. It was just like, it was a miscommunication. I don't know how many times I've miscommunicated with, just friends, family, crushes, everybody. It's like, it happens. You know, that's life. Like, that's gonna happen, and I feel like, you know, like instead of like running off and then, you know, just like dropping this, like leaving the situation that fast, just like, you know, you gotta own up to that type of stuff. Like, you can't let it get to you and things. So I'm like, in a situation like that, no, don't let it get to you. I'm slowly getting over it. Yeah, bro, it'll be in a matter of time when it's like, anyways, enough about me. But yeah, it's yeah, you know, it'll be in a matter of time before it's like, you know, moved on, found another girl, and yeah, it's like, you know, life will be good for you. So, tell me about your story. Which one? Like, I'm saying, like, I've been through some stuff. Cause there's the one, I remember the one girl. She I remember I liked her, but most interesting one. Okay. This one seemed like it could have came up out of a movie or something, because I was like, bruh, like, really? But no, there's the one girl that I like. And so I think there was a day where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just ask her out. I'm gonna just flat out just ask her out. I don't care. I'm like, I ain't hanging out with no friends today. I ain't chilling with nobody today. I'm like, no, it's me and her today. So looking all over for it. And this happened in high school, by the way. So I'm looking all over for her, because in my school they had like 2 lunchrooms. They had the big lunchroom, they had the small lunchroom. So I'm going around asking literally everybody, where is she? I'm like, that's all I need to know. Where is she? So didn't find her. Go to sit with my friends. I look over. I see her. This is, I kid you not, see her holding hands with another guy, and I'm like, well, dang. So I was like, that day I was like, man, I had to say that was like a day where it like, bruh, exactly. That was a bruh moment. That was an extreme bruh moment. But yeah, after that, I feel like a part of me just kind of changed. Like, I didn't really like, I know that feeling too. Yeah, I didn't really like talking to a whole lot of different people. At that point in time, I kind of was like secluded to myself and to the people that I was already friends with. So other than that, like, new people, I didn't really like to start, like, I didn't, you know, I wasn't really a conversation starter. But I had to say that all kind of like broke in 2016, because then I started working at this job in Seattle, so I had no choice but to, like, you know, communicate and talk with people and things. But other than that, I had to admit, I was kind of like hard-headed, like those, because that happened, when did that happen? I think that happened in like 2012 or 2013, and yeah, I was like, nah. It was for like a good like 2-3 years. I'm like, nah, I don't wanna talk to nobody. And then it was crazy, because I remember eventually I did tell her about it. And I'm pretty sure, like, if you don't know who I like, all right, so Kilson, did you find me through YouTube or did you find me through Twitch? 'Cause I'm curious. YouTube. Okay, so you're aware that I'm black, right? Are you aware of that? If that was something that you didn't notice, like, oh, I just thought it was a no, okay, oh yeah, that's right, okay. But yeah, so she had told me that she doesn't like black guys, and that it wouldn't have worked out in the first place because I'm black. And so at that point, I was like, yeah, there was a part of me that was like, I just had like, LOL, yeah, bro, that was crazy. So that's why in your situation, like, bro, I would have dealt with your situation 100 times dealing with that, because I'm like, fam, I've never had nobody tell me some stuff like that before. And I was like, yeah, she said that to me. I was just like, hey, yo, what? I'm like, nah, you didn't just, if you would have told that to somebody else and then they would have told me that, like, okay, then I probably would have, you know, I probably would have still had to, when I heard my crush got boy, if I felt like my world fell apart. It happens, bro. That's life. I just went to go home and cry. Hey, that's what I did when I'd seen that she was holding hands with that guy. That's what I did. Shoot, I laid there for a second. I laid there for probably like maybe 3 hours, just not doing nothing. I came home and I was like, I didn't turn on my TV. I didn't do anything. I was just laying there. And then eventually I just broke down and I was like, hey, you know, that's life. That happens. that's why it's like when people when they tell me I stay in tuition, wait for my teacher almost. Yeah, bro, it happens. Yeah, I was like, this is just one of those things where I'm like, I kind of, there's like a part of me where it like, it, you know, I don't really hold on to it, but at the same time, I'm just like, that's, you know, it's one of those things that just kind of like lingers in my head from time to time. And, you know, like that was like, you know, and there's like a part of me that still kind of like just feels discouraged till this day. Like, dang, so like, a person really, like, you know, a girl really told me that she wasn't interested in me because I'm black. Like, something literally, I have no control over that. I have no control over that whatsoever. And I'm like, and I'm not going to, you know, bleach my skin just for her sake. I'm like, no. So at that point, I was like, I just kind of, you know, gave up on that scene, the whole relationship scene, because I was like, well, if that's what people are going to be telling me and stuff, I'm like, nah. Friends help a lot. No, like, yeah, during that time, yeah, I had like a couple of friends that was overall talking with me, because, you know, in the situation, like in that situation, like at the time, like now I think about it and I'm just all like, hey, she gotta live with that. I'm like, overall, like, I'm gonna be okay. I'm like, I ain't got nothing to worry about, so she gonna have to live with the fact that she told somebody that. I'm like, that's what you gotta sit down and think about. It's like, I'm gonna be fine. So, but yeah, it's like I had a couple of friends overall talking with me and things, because at that time I was just feeling like a lot of like rage and anger. And I'm like, bro, I'm like, it's one of those things. I'm like, hey, you know what? I think it took time for me to just, you know, kind of just sit down and think to myself, like, hey, like, don't let that get to you. That's just one person. I'm like, she, you know, at the end of the day, she don't matter. So I'm like, you know, life gets better, and you just gotta move on from the situation. Yeah, my friend who was going through a breakup at the same time helped me. Those be the main friends where it's like they feel your pain, they understand, and when they're kind of seeing, like, it helps them in a way because they see it like dealing another animal that got killed. But yeah, when they see it, when somebody else dealing with that type of stuff, I feel like it kind of like it's a reflection of themselves, and then that's why they're able to help. He was a really good friend, but we don't talk anymore. I mean, yeah, it's friends that helped me at the time. It's like, you know, they it's like for friends that was there, like, you know, they're not there anymore. I have friends that was like, just, you know, overall, it's like, you guys see it as this, you know, when you lose a friend, don't let that, like, you know, I see it as this. I'm like, if I'm not gonna be friends with people, I'm like, hey, I'm prepared to just, you know, have that thought where I'm like, all right, well, we ain't friends no more, and then, you know, just move on. But I think I'm just in a point in time in my life where I'm like, hey, if I lose like friends or people that just don't want to talk with me anymore, I'm like, you know,
Word is, there's some exciting
bro, I hate
stuff
when that
waiting for
thing
us
pops
back
up
at
and just
HQ.
starts randomly talking. I'm like, nah, we gotta have to shut that down, 'cause that thing's annoying. Like, trying to sit here and talk, and they want to have that thing pop up telling me a bunch of different things. Okay, cool. But yeah, yeah, I'm like, I've gotten to the point in time in my life where I'm like, hey, if I lose friends, I lose friends. Oh well. Like, did I already, am I like outside of Washington State, or am I still in the mountain areas? I'm still in the mountain areas. So this car is actually pretty fast. If I had a faster car, I probably had made it here a lot earlier. But yeah, I'm like, I kind of have like a don't care attitude, and I've gotten to the point in time in my life where I'm like, you know, I can't let everything in my life get to me. So I just gotta, you know, when I deal with some stuff, I just gotta move on. overall, at the end of the day, like, that's like not the main thing that's on my mind. Main thing that's on my mind is just, you know, really bettering myself and bettering the situations that I'm in. But yeah, I can tell you, it's like, I've been through some stuff. You've been through some stuff. Your friends been through some stuff. My friends have been through some stuff. I would don't care attitude, only for friends who are not true friends. Like, my true friends are ones who actually care about. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, like, my true, like, my closest friends. Oh, yeah, I'm like, with them, I'm like, they could deal with some stuff that it's like, to me, I just don't find it that serious. But I still would give them advice on it. Like, there has been times where friends have contacted me about some stuff where I'm like, hey, yo, you really, like, messaging me over this? Like, I said message me if you dealing with something. This ain't nothing. Like, but I don't say that to them. Like, I overall give them advice to be like, hey, so this is what you need to do. This, and this. If you can't do this, then I don't know how to help you. But I'm like, you gotta do this. Like, you came to me for advice, so this is the advice that I'm giving you. But there was a time, though, with one of my friends, it's like, you know, like, still speaking on relationships, and that's why I'm like, people, you guys see it as this, Kilson, like, people have been in far more worse situations than you. So that's how I kind of view things. Like, dang, like, I'm dealing with my stuff, but I gotta sit down and think about this. Like, other people are dealing with far more worse things, you know? So I'm like, I see it as that, too. I'm like, I can't let everything get to me when I'm like, especially if it's like, to some people, it would be the smallest of the smallest stuff. So, but no, there was one of my friends, I remember they told me that their significant other broke up with them just so they can get into another relationship and see how that worked. But then it didn't work out, and then they tried getting back with them, and I'm like, that's messed up. Now I'm like, I don't think I can, now I'm like, that's far more, I feel like that's far more worse. I would rather deal with my situations because I know how to deal with that type of stuff. I don't even know how to deal with that. So I'm like, yeah, part of me, I was like, I felt like pain for my friend after they told me that. I was like, man, that is messed up. I was like, yeah, they told me that. Yeah, man, but I feel more discouraged knowing that I'm handling it not well when people have it worse and they handle it better. And that's the thing, though. It's like, they handled it better because, you know, they can do that. And I'm like, and then it's just kind of like motivation for you where it's like, they handled it, they moved on, so that should just be a sign to you, like, you can handle your situation and you can move on. Like, you shouldn't feel discouraged because, like, that, to me, I'm like, I feel motivated. Somebody, they be like, oh, I got cheated on. The significant other abused me. They did this, and this. They be naming out all these issues, all of these problems that they had. And then they're smiling at the end of the day. They're truly happy. See, some stuff like that where I'm like, okay, well, I should just look at that. You know, it could be worse. That's how I see it. It could be worse. Yeah, but I have got motivated a lot like that, but the motivation journey doesn't get me anymore. And see, that's the thing. It's like, you gotta find something stronger. It's just like medicine. You know, it's like, okay, this medicine ain't helping, so I gotta get something that's stronger. So I'm like, that's why I'm like, I need drive, but I don't know how to get that trip. Yeah, it's the thing, and you know, it's just, that's the thing. It's like, we're gonna be talking about driving and drifting. Maybe it's that you need a new car. You need a new car. You need something that can, that can do it. So that's why it's like, your options aren't limited. Your options are unlimited. So you can do, there's so many different things that you can do. Don't think for a second that, you're closed off in like a four-way, like, room or something. Like, rooms got doors. Have you ever heard of a room without a door? It's like, no, okay. Open that door that open that door that you're in. Oh, okay, we're outside Seattle, cool. But no. Yeah, so I'm like, all rooms got doors. Open that door. You're gonna most likely be in another room. But once you feel that freedom, like, okay, I just gotta keep doing this. So. Like, that's when people, when they ask me to like motivate them, I'm gonna be blunt. I'm gonna let them know it's like, hey, people have dealt with far more worse things where it's like they felt like that they were leaving this world. There's probably people that have left this world because they hadn't dealt with some stuff, and then there's people that deal with the same things and they don't. So it's like, you, either way, it's like you just gotta like look at your situation. It's like, this is small. You might not think that it's small, but it is small. Even my situation, dealing with the one girl, I'm like, at the time it seemed big, but in reality, it is the smallest thing that can possibly happen to you. One of my friends studies like a robot. I ask him for advice, and he says he has a drive, and I just need to get something that drives me. And you know what? And I can say from my own personal experience, he is right. He is right, because my drive is YouTube. When I start feeling down, when I start feeling like, oh dang, I'm out of it, like what should I do? I start up my cameras, I start up a stream, I start up something, and I just start going on off on it. Well, like I think it was last year. There was 1 month because I feel like I could be a politician, but I'm too afraid to do it. No, it's like, dope, bro. Don't be. It's okay. So you know what? To talk on that, I was afraid to do YouTube at first. My thing was that I didn't want people hearing my voice. Guess what I'm doing right now? I'm streaming live to 2 people right now. Only one of them is talking, but I'm just saying, like, I'm streaming. I'm able to talk. I'm able to, show my face. I'm able to. In that situation with the girl, I'm like, that happened after. What is this person doing? I wish they would have fell off their bike. There was like for no reason for them to do that. But anyways, but yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where it's just, I was afraid to do YouTube at first. And now look at me. I'm doing YouTube. There was 1 month where I uploaded 200 videos onto YouTube. And I'm like, that's why I'm like, I found that's my drive. Oh crap. I should have hit that biker. I'm like, nah, probably wouldn't be a good idea. But yeah, it's like, and people, they've doubted me. That's the thing. It's like, you're going to have doubters. People that's going to be like, oh, you ain't going to be a good politician. You ain't going to make it. You ain't going to do this. You ain't going to do that. And that's the same thing people then told me. They told me that with streaming. They told me that with YouTube. They told me that with my podcast, with my music. Literally anything with my name tied to it, I've had people doubt me on it. And I still work on all that stuff till this day. Because I'm like, at the end of the day, the only thing that should matter is what you think. If you want to do something, do it. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. So I'm like, hey, it's like, at the end of the day, I see my phone go off. See, that's what happens when you take your eyes off the road to look at your phone. You end up crashing. Don't look at your phone and drive, people. Car's good. Okay, we're good. But yeah, I'm like, I've been doubted. I've been getting doubted probably ever since I started my YouTube channel back in 2010. And to have people there supporting me and things, I'm like, that's something where it's like, that support is so much more bigger than your doubters. So that's why it's like, to talk on like back in things, like back on to like the negative stuff that happens in your life. The positive things is going to be so much more better than the negative things. Whether even the positive things are small, it's going to be a lot bigger than the negative things that happen in your life. Like, the negative stuff should always be beneath you. It shouldn't be something that like overtakes you or overtakes your mind or powers you out. Yeah, the thing is like, I want to be like a normal game developer, but then I also want to be a politician. I don't know which one is interests me more. Do both. Do both. Be a politician and be somebody that develops video games. Don't limit yourself. Like I said earlier, don't limit your options. Your options are unlimited. Like, I started off with 2 YouTube channels. Now I have 31. And people think that, oh, it's not possible to have 31 YouTube channels. I proved them people wrong. It is possible to have 31 active YouTube channels. So do both. And that's the crazy thing about it, I'm not done yet with everything that I want to do in life. I'm 24 years old. I've got my whole life ahead of me. I'm like, yeah, do both. Be a politician that develops video games. You know how crazy that would be? To be able to say, like, because that's how I see it. I'm like, think of, like, what people would say about that. Like, this dude is a governor or a politician, and he develops video games. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's some stuff where I'm like, dang, that's motivating right there. People will look at you, and then when they think that their options are limited, then they're going to be like, hey, well, that guy's a politician, and he had developed, like, 2, 3, 4, about 100 video games. Like, you gotta think of, like, just, like, overall, like, people are gonna look at you. It's like when you're doing something and doing things that nobody could do themselves, or something that a person can't imagine. That's true, man. Exactly. People, they're gonna look at that and they're gonna be like, hey, yo, that's crazy. Like, now I'm able to do the things I want to do. That does not look like the Space Needle. The Space Needle looks like a little bit thinner than that. But yep, I am in my hometown, Seattle. Okay, now the Space Needle, it kind of... Alright, let's take this marker off. I wonder if they got Bay Area. I wish they had Disneyland in this game. I think I want to be a politician because the politicians in my country are the crappiest you could ever get. Yeah, so it's like, be a politician, be the best politician you can be. And then, and then also do like the game developing stuff on the side. And then it's like, you know, if politician stuff don't work out, hey, you're a game developer, so do that. Let's go to South LA. I'll try. It's like, don't even, like, my thing is like, don't even say that you're gonna, like, try and do it. Like, just, like, say that you're, you know, say that you can do it. Say that it's possible. Politician, I think I'll quickly know if it's my thing, but I need to think about game development a bit more. Think on it, but don't let it be to where it's like somebody else done already done did it. But it's like I get to, you know, I don't know too much about game developing, but I'm pretty sure if I was a game developer, I would tell you, like, get into it. It took me less than an hour to get to, because I remember before they said it'd take you like an hour and a half to get to from New York to, maybe it was like I don't know, I have to see. It's also the thing with physics. I love physics. Hey, be a person that's into physics. Be a politician that can develop video games and tell you about physics. As crazy as it sounds, I'm letting you know right now, it is possible. It's like people always think, that's why I've been kind of on that lately, where I'm like, people, when they tell me that, oh, this is impossible, you can't do this, but it seems, I have 99 problems, but it seems my crush ain't one. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, along the way, though, you guys see it as this, along the way, you're gonna meet somebody. You're gonna meet, like, there's gonna be that one girl where it's like, that's like what you're doing. You guys see it as this. It's like what you're doing, a girl is gonna look at you and be like, hey, yo, that's mad attractive. Like, this man out here doing multiple jobs and you know he's killing it. Like you know, some girl gonna see that and she gonna be like, hey, like, what you doing tonight? So, and it's all about patience. It's all about patience. Like, you know, you gotta be patient with stuff. Girl problem isn't a problem for me now. I mean, she gotten over it to the point that I don't care about any girl now. Yeah, it's like, you know, focus on yourself. And then when that time does come, like, I feel like that's when, you know, when your patience, it really needs to take place. So it's like, focus. I missed my turn. Focus on yourself and don't let nobody get in the way of it. I gotta check my phone real quick. See, this is the proper way of checking your phone in real life. You pull over to the side, and then you check your phone. Alright. I got an exam in a month, which will probably be postponed again since we get like 2 COVID cases in a day. Dang. Yeah, that COVID stuff ain't no joke, man. I can't wait till COVID blows over, or until at least we can get back to normal on stuff. Like, there's friends of mine, like, I hadn't seen in freaking a long time, and I'm like, bruh, this COVID thing needs to end. I was like, I didn't know what you said. I thought you had misspelled something, and I was just like, oh, God, you know, I'm just going to skip past that word. But that 200,000 COVID cases in a day? Dang, bro. That is wild. Oh, I would never go outside. I would never. That is wild. That is crazy. I also got, you have it like right now, or did you used to have it? Cause I'm like, yeah, I'm currently dang, man, that's messed up. That's really messed up. Hey, I hope you're okay. Like, are you like what they call it, asymptomatic, where it's like you don't have like no like symptoms, or do you have like symptoms? My entire family is positive. Dang. No, I'm fine. What about your family? Are they good? Dang, man, that's crazy. I forgot I can boost in this game. I always forget that. Everyone I know is fine, but my friends. Oh, your friends? Do they have symptoms? That's crazy, man. Like, it wasn't as bad as it. Who have COVID, have like their dads dying and stuff. Dang, man, that's messed up. That is messed up. And prayers go out. Prayers out to your friends, man. And to you, your family, everybody that's dealing with COVID. Yeah, I'm like, I think me and my family, we've been playing it safe, and I hope we continue on playing it safe. I mean, we go out in public and we wear our masks. I'm not, yeah, man, I was so shocked when I learned a lot of my friends, family members have died. Yeah, bro, I'm like, my friends, I haven't seen, and I hope and pray to God nobody has to make a post like that from any of us, but yeah, it was just, this COVID stuff is wild. I have not went out in like 6 months. Dang. Yeah, I'm like, I'm trying to think, like, if I do hang out, is we just driving around. We don't be going to a bunch of different places. I think my dad got it when he went to the office. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, we don't, every time we go somewhere, I mean, it ain't like, I can't necessarily say it's not as bad, but like, when we come home, it's like, I wash my hands, I just make sure, I'm like, if I brushed up against something and it ain't feel right, I'm like, I take that off and put it in a dirty clothes camper. Like, I try to play it as safe as I possibly could. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Like, honestly, this is what I just be doing. This is like what I'm doing right now in this game. We just be driving around doing nothing. I don't think my dad got it. Oh, okay, well that's good. It might have been my bro. Oh, and then it just went through the whole family. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's very, very crazy. It's like everybody's getting like vaccinated now. I don't know. They be saying there's like side effects with that vaccination stuff, and I'm like, bruh. I'm like, hey, look, I've been playing it safe. I'm gonna continue on playing it safe. And I just, I just got the vaccine one day before my bro tested positive. Dang. They say you can still get it too, even if you have the vaccine. I mean, like, it ain't gonna, I don't think it's gonna do anything to you, but it's like you still can like pass it on to other people. And so, yeah, it's wild, man. It's very, very wild. Yeah, it just reduces the chances of getting COVID. Yeah, I'm like, bruh, no. My thing is, they need to come out with something that's like, hey, yo, you gonna be COVID free. Like, it ain't just reducing the chances. Like, nah, fam, I'm trying to be, I mean, I don't have it. I saw, like, CNN's coming to Delhi and stuff. Yeah, I'm like, nah, bro. Like, this stuff I need to be COVID free. Like, I mean, like, I ain't never getting it. Because I'm like, this stuff ain't, it ain't right. And they had been there for only an hour and they saw 12 people die outside the hospital. Dang. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I might actually do some racing. I want to get that Dodge Challenger. There are no beds, no oxygen cylinders, and a lot of people who are positive. Dang, man. Yeah, that's crazy. That's very crazy. Yeah, let's travel there. Wait, what am I doing? Ooh. Like some Fast and Furious type stuff. Or am I just chasing down cars? Chase him down. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, this cops and robbers stuff, this be my thing. Wait, you got a delay or something. You might have to refresh. It might just be me just being slow. I don't know. But you might have to refresh it. Oh, my fault. Didn't mean to take you out. Dang, cars, move out the way. Alright, I refresh the stream. Cool, cool. Sometimes you gotta do that, no delay anymore. Yeah, sometimes you gotta do that. I noticed I gotta do that with streams. Like, where do you think you going? Bruh, like, man, my thing is, like, there is a high-speed chase going on. Get off the road. Why don't you have a Discord? But I have a Discord, it just nobody was joining it, so I said I just gave up on the Discord stuff. I was gonna wait until my stream blew up a little bit more before I got into Discord or just overall like streaming and YouTube. I was just gonna pretty much wait until I built up more of a following, because I be asking people to do stuff and it's like don't nobody be responding. So alright, yeah. Yeah, once this stuff blows up a little bit more, I think I'll get back into that Discord stuff. And that, my friends, is how you take out, see? That's how you do it. I wish I could keep that Dodge, dang, right back in the Mustang. I don't mind having the Mustang. I just wish I had the... I have to refresh the stream every now and then. My internet is slow. Hey, it happens, bro. It happens. Alright, so I did that already. So what other races can I do? Check my phone again. What do they mean, like, by... What is this? Is this my car? This ain't my car. Yeah, I was like, ain't no way possible that's my car. What? So, wait a minute. What are my cars, then? I'm so confused. Is this a DeLorean? This is a DeLorean! Fam, you can... $388 for that? Oh, nah. Or I forgot. What did you say yesterday about reacting to Vanoss and his friends' new video? I've seen, like, a good portion of their videos, so... Vanoss is just one of those guys I just be watching, like, outside of reacting and stuff, so... I mean, I have reacted to his videos, the new ones. I mean, yeah, I was like, I have reacted to his videos before, But he's just one of those guys where I'm like, I just be watching his videos. See, it's fine then. Yeah, I'm like, I'll probably one day I might, like, if I remember to, but most of the time I'm like, I just be watching. He's just one of those guys where I'm like, I can't really wait for, you know, to react. I just be wanting to watch the videos right then and there. Oh, they got a Cadillac Escalade in here? Yeah, it seemed like they ain't added a lot of different, like, cars and stuff since the last time I played this. Jeep Wrangler, okay. What about the cars that they claim that they gave to me? Do I gotta, like, bruh. Yeah, same, man. Yeah, it's like, there's, I just be, nowadays I manage to sleep rewatch Van Austin's videos. Yeah, same. Same. Oh, these are all my cars. Okay, I got Aston Martin Mustang. That's locked. That's locked. That's locked. Well, why would you say I could? So I only got 2 cars. That's it. Man, I swear.
Welcome back for season 2, champ. Your favorite Lara here.
Well, then what was that earlier? The
The
car? I don't know. I don't know what is going on with this game. I don't know what cars I have. I don't know what cars I don't have. Oh, so you can play this. Oh, but it's locked and you got it. Man, I swear, all games feel like they need to have like a season pass in them. Dang. Not everybody wants to buy a game that got a season pass. Just be wanting to play games just to unlock stuff. You can't even do that now. I'm just gonna race. Forget this. Ground jump. Downtown escape. See what this is all about. Oh, that's all I gotta do? This game is kind of confusing. It is confusing. I guess I don't know what I was supposed to do with that, but that was it. Yeah, this game, it wasn't like the first one. The first one, it had like a story to it. And this one, it's like you're just driving around doing a bunch of different stuff. There's no like real story to it. I had did that already. Small race, yeah. That wasn't even a race. That was just like, I think they just wanted me to, just do that, like, whatever it was supposed to be, but I need to turn that thing off, because I'm like, that's starting to distract me. I'm just gonna drive around at this point, just do whatever. Bruh, okay. Isaac, why? So Solar Post, unless it's Van Austin Fringe. Yeah. Yeah, if it's like them guys, I just be, well, I'll react to like Isaac, why? Bro, again? I swear. Probably because I was going uphill. It seemed like it was better. It's going downhill. Okay. Let me try this again, but yeah, Isaac Y. I need to react to more of his videos. I'll be reacting to Jordy's videos a lot. Jordy chill. There we go. Yeah, I can only watch Isaac One when I'm in a refresh mood. Yeah. Yeah, Vanoss, he's just one of those guys where I'm like, I'll be sitting there just like eating breakfast, dinner, whatever, and be watching his videos. I'm like, everybody else, I don't really be doing that with them. Unless it's like a video I've already watched, like then I'll do it. But if it's a video I haven't watched, I'm like, usually it just depends on who it is. There's YouTubers that I watch outside of YouTube, then there's YouTubers that I watch like when like doing the reaction video. Kind of similar, yeah. Yeah, so I'm like, I feel like what a lot of my fans like we're very similar. That man trying to get ran over. He walking across the cars, racing and stuff. Don't try that. Don't try that. Trying to run me off the road. I'm like, don't you even try it. Dang it, man! I swear. Dang it. Yeah, I need to stop looking at the chat like when I'm racing. Checkpoint, bruh. They've been, nah, I ain't playing. They're gonna be doing crap like that. I hate when games do that. It's like, I'm driving almost 200 and something miles per hour and you expect me to capture every checkpoint possible. No. I'll go back and play Wreckfest. I've been requesting this YouTuber watch a movie. He says he watches with his audience, but I have been requesting it for months in every video. Yeah, it's like, here's the thing with that. You know, like, it got to a point, I remember when I was, like, requesting YouTubers that were, like, because this was before I was doing reaction videos. And I remember I would, like, ask certain YouTubers that react to certain videos, and they wouldn't. And so I just got to the point where I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to just start reacting to these videos then. I'm like, I ain't going to rely on them. I'm like, I just, you know, I got to a point where I was like, I didn't really care for that. But I know it's like people, they be like sometimes like spamming the comments with that type of stuff. And I'm just like, hey, yo, like, chill. Like, I'll get to it when I can get to it. I don't know how this thing works, though. This racing in here. I'll do one comment per video of his. Yeah, that's what I'm like. People, they do that. I'm like, hey, look, like, I've commented in most of his videos. I'm like, see, here's the thing. You know, and this is just how I feel about that. When they do that, that kind of makes me not want to react to the video. Like, just hear me out, though. Just hear me out, because because my thing is, like, I wouldn't want somebody, like, if this is, like, outside of YouTube, like, let's say if I'm at a job or something, and then somebody's, like, coming up to me every single day, like, asking me for the same thing, and I'm like, fam, either I'll get to it when I can, or it's just not possible. Like, if people, and they ask me, oh, can you react to this video? I'm like, I've seen this video already. Oh, can you react to, I'm like, seen that video too. I'm like, I've seen these videos, like, so I don't know, maybe he's seen the movie already. If he hadn't, he had it. But yeah, I'm like, it gets to a time where it's like people, they do that type of stuff. I tell people, I'm like, hey, look, chill out. Like, I will react to the video when I can. Videos once a month and a half. Oh, well. I forgot these cars is just freaking ruthless with racing. But yeah, I tell people, I'm like, hey, look, like, I'll react to the video when I can. I don't need people to spam my comment sections asking for the same stuff. So that car pulled that on themselves. I've always been thinking he hadn't seen it, but I didn't think about that. Yeah, it's like YouTubers, I'm telling you, like, regardless of whether they get a few comments or however many comments, it's like YouTubers be looking at their comments. So unless they're getting like millions of comments every single day, then probably not. But if they're a small YouTuber, it's like, trust me, they seen the comment. What's up with the brakes on this car? You gotta press the brakes that hard just for it to actually do something? I also don't do this generally, but this one movie is like my all-time favorite. Yeah, I'm like, that's the thing though. Cause there's been times where people recommended videos for me to react to, and I'll tell you right now, some of those videos, I didn't enjoy them. I did not enjoy them at all. I remember that's actually what led into me and this one kid beefing back in the day. He asked me to react to this video, and he said it was his all-time favorite, and it was this video of these like ponies killing each other. I was not interested in that video at all. And so maybe he did do the video, and he didn't like the movie, but you know, and that's just something where it's like people gotta accept that stuff. Cause I'm like, I watched that video, and I was like, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't care if he didn't like that. I just wanted to see him to see it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, it's just one of those things where it's like, if they seen it, they seen it. If they didn't, oh well. But yeah, I'm like, I just don't be caring. It was just that one video. Like, after that, I'm like, hey, look, like, I try to like react to videos that I already know my fans are gonna like and things, so. But like I said, maybe he already had seen the video or the movie. I'm gonna stop commenting annoying on his videos now. Yeah, it's like, I told people that they need to chill out on that. There's been times people have like spammed my comments about certain things, and I'm like, hey, look, like, I will react to it when I can. I don't need you to spam the comments on every video. But that's what that kid was doing. I remember and it doesn't even take, it takes me like less than a minute to go from my downstairs all the way to like to the upstairs. That kid had left like numerous comments. That kid left numerous comments on my videos asking me to react to that video, and I'm like, bro, I will react to it. You don't need to spam my comments. I am a small YouTuber. Like, chill out on that. And I reacted to it, and I told him straight up, I was like, bro, that video was dumb. Like, I did not like that video. And he got so upset. I'm like, bro, you should not be getting upset over some stuff like this. This is YouTube, bro. Like, react to the video yourself. Stop asking me to react to it. And he wanted me to react to every single one. I'm like, nah, no. First video I think I had already seen. Crap. First video I had already seen, and I think I reacted to the second one, and I was just like, bro, I don't like these videos. Like, stop asking me to react to them. But yeah, that kid, he was weird. Yeah, I could get like wanting him to react to it, but if he doesn't, like, it's fine. Yeah, it's, you know, and it should always be like that. It should never be a situation where it's like, oh, I gotta get mad now. I gotta get like, and yeah, that's how that kid was. That kid was so upset over the fact that I didn't react to that video, and I'm like, bruh, now I'm never gonna react to a video that you asked me to react to. If you're gonna throw a fit in my comment section, I'm never gonna react to any videos now. or that you asked me to react to, but yeah, then that kid, he just got crazy. He started like threatening me, threatening my other people that I was like friends with on YouTube at the time. And I'm like, bro, you is weird. Bro, I don't know why these like, why they got me racing a couch? I'm be glad. I'm like, I don't care whether I get gold, silver, or whatever. I'm like, I'll be glad once this race is over. I realize people on the internet such. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like, I've been on here for years, and I'm like, seeing the people that I had to deal with, I'm like, bruh, how do y'all have the time to carry on like this? I'm like, bruh, I just, why is this thing not turned? Dang, it's like going to the opposite side. But yeah, I'm like, I've dealt with certain people, and I'm like, how y'all carry on like this on YouTube? It's like, bro, just grow up. That's all I'm gonna say. Grow up. And I'm like, seeing some of the people I've dealt with, I'm like, fam, like, just chill out. It ain't that serious. Nope. I'm not in first place. No. Ain't having no cars pass me up. I would run you off the road before I get passed up. I at first thought that Reddit was a different one. It was a good website, and then I realized it's mostly just people being hypocrites and saying righteous things that seem smart. Oh, yeah. That's why I'm like, Reddit. I remember I did kind of get into Reddit a little bit, but I was like, nah, Reddit ain't for me. I was like, I can't really get into it that much. Is there like any other? Because for some reason, Wreckfest is like, oh, you have to do these races with these cars, and it's like, okay, well, what are the cars? Because I don't know what cars you want me to use. You can't sell cars in the game, so. It's 3 a.m. right now. I'm like, bro, I'll be up like, cause it's 2:27 p.m. where I'm at. But no, when it be like them 3 a.m. hours, I'll be up too. So, Kilson, you ain't the only one. That's crazy though. You told me that you was watching my stream from India. I was like, that's something I was not expecting. Oh, I can use this car. Well, why did they was saying that I couldn't use it? That's so weird. Okay, well. So I can use the car. I was like, I thought this game was broken. I was like, fam, why are they not allowing me to use my cars? Oh, it's a demolition thing? Cool. I had a routine I followed by. I've been sleep, but lately I sleep late. The same with me, bro. Before COVID, I was out there falling asleep at like 11 o'clock midnight. After COVID, I'll be falling asleep like 3 a.m. freaking what other times? 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I think the latest was like 7 a.m. Like, don't be falling asleep like I should be. Exactly the same. Yeah, I'm like, bruh, I'm telling you right now, I'm like, COVID, it really messed up my sleep schedule. But it was for, you know, a good reason. I'm like, yeah, I was like, I'm staying up, doing YouTube and working on stuff. COVID messed up my studies, man. Yeah, COVID messed up a lot of things for people. Sleep schedule is still fine. I wish I could say the same. like, my sleep schedule is all messed up. What are you doing? This is a demolition derby. You're just going around just hitting cars. Like, I'm telling you, Kilson, this game is crazy. What's up, Nikki Gamer? I should have put on some armor for this car, but I have no money in this game, so... Crap. Okay. No, I'm good. I'm good. Got wrecking assist. I swear, as soon as I get ready to hit the car, then that's when somebody else gonna hit them. How did that not do anything to him? Wow. How's your day going, homie? It's going good. It's going good. How about yourself? Who's out here chilling this Sunday afternoon? Would it be considered afternoon right now? I think it would be. But how about yourself? Bro. I understand. It's like you hit the car and they don't do nothing. It's like... See, then they do that crap. It's like, stop driving so I can just hit you. Not bad. That's good. That's good. Gotta go to sleep now. I think my dad's awake. Might get a big ear ripping shower. Alright, Kilson. Hopefully you having a good night. Or good morning. It is 3 a.m. where you're at. So you have a good day. You too, Kilson. Appreciate you for stopping by. Bruh. Every time with that crap. I was about to say, if I did not hit that car, I'm gonna, man. Always doing, like, they just drive so fast, like, as soon as you get ready to hit them, like, bruh. Where did that car come from? Oh, Brandon, that car is just all gone. Really stole my kill, okay? driving away. Just... Oh, dang. Wasting my time. All I was trying to do. Okay. I think I completed everything's... Can't do that. Bro, like... They say that you need... Like, if it's all types of cars, then I should just be able to use... What cars do they have where it's like... Man, that is just stupid. All types of cars. I got all these different types of cars, and I can't use them. Like, stuff don't be making sense half of the time. Like, fam, just have it where I can use a car. Did I do this race? Why are they saying that I didn't? Bruh. Oh my god, this game. All these different cars. They say all types. Yet you can't use anything. Oh my god, it's like... I swear, man. It's like, that don't make any sense. I can't do none of these races until... I swear. It's like, I download a bunch of games just to have nothing to play, and it's like, bruh. It's like, do I have to do like a upgrade or something? I mean, dang. This is stupid, bro. What's that car? Let me see if I can... Of course you can't do any upgrades with it. I'm telling you, if I can't do anything, I'm like, I ain't got no desires on playing this game. It's like, you ain't even having it where it's like a person can play the game. It's like, bro. It's like, I know if I spend my money, I ain't gonna be able to use the cars or use anything, so... That is stupid. It's like I gotta go down a list of all these different cars, and it's like if you just have it where things was normal, and I'm not sitting here figuring out which car I can use and which car I can't use. Like, come on now. That doesn't even make any sense. I don't have enough credit to buy that. Wow. That's like the one car I want to avoid, the one car I don't want to use. Don't have enough credit to get the engine for it. I don't have enough credit to get the engine for that. It's like, can't sell cars in here either. Definitely ain't using that couch. This is dumb, bro. I'm not. This is stupid. Like, save myself the memory and save myself the time and trouble trying to figure that out. Oh man, the things I want to say about that game. Well, on that note, since the stream done pretty much done died off, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. To everybody that's viewing this at a later time, appreciate it. To everybody that showed love today, appreciate it. Talk to you guys later. Stay tuned for tomorrow's stream. I'll figure out something to play. Until next time, I will talk to y'all later. Peace.